Hi everybody, thanks for joining us this busy first Saturday of Stampede. We're gathered here in the traditional territory of the signatories of Treaty 7. And I also want to recognize the Métis people who share a deep connection with this land. I'm joined today by Dan Allard, co-owner of Cold Garden, who has generously allowed us to be here today. With as much activity in our city as there is right now, I am reminded of the importance of small businesses just like Cold Garden, where we are today, in supporting our economy and our community. Businesses, community organizations, and people across this province need more help than ever. Costs are rising, and people across the province are feeling the pinch alongside unprecedented labor shortages. According to the Business Council of Alberta, 78% of business owners reported that labor shortages limited their ability to meet demand. However, youth unemployment is at alarmingly high rates. And one of the ways that government could help young Albertans was through the STEP program, Summer Temporary Employment Program, until it was cancelled by the UCP in 2019. An NDP government will bring back this highly successful program, and more than that, we will expand this program. This is a wage subsidy program that directly supports employers to find and train young workers while they need to provide valuable experience to the young Albertans who become young professionals in the future. In the past, STEP has been immensely successful to the point where it is actually oversubscribed. An NDP government would not only restore the program, we would quadruple its size, allowing more employers to benefit, including small businesses, municipalities across this province, and nonprofits, while supporting students and by helping them to gain skills and work experience that they need while also working at a great summer job. STEP will support students and businesses by providing career awareness and job exposure, building transferable skills, and providing an entry point for them into the workplace, while also providing employers with $7 per hour to offset the costs of hiring and training these young Albertans. Well-educated and well-trained young people are essential to our future. We must recognize the role of employers in training the next generation of our workforce, helping them to develop skills in an increasingly demanding market, one where youth unemployment still is alarmingly high. We anticipate the expansion of this program would support the hiring of more than 12,000 young people and would reduce the youth unemployment rate to the same rate as the general population. I know that so many employers want to support and hire young people, often investing considerable time and money into the professional development of young people. Right here in Calgary, there were hundreds of organizations that benefited from this program, ranging from design firms and software companies to breweries, nonprofits, community development organizations, and more. Even the Calgary Stampede qualified for the STEP program in the past. Now things are pretty tough for a lot of people in our province these days. While many still are recovering from the impacts of COVID-19, rising inflation and soaring costs across the board are making people do more with less always. And I know many business owners are having to make tough choices. I'd like to introduce Dan Allard now, owner of Cold Garden, ask him to say a few words. All right?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
Hey folks, really excited to have the STEP program back if the NDP does get back in, and we used it when it was implemented before, and it was instrumental in us being able to hire young folks like Joe was mentioning. A lot of special projects in high growth companies like this. We're a startup, of course, and we're still very much in startup mode. Whenever you're in a high growth scenario, you're always in that startup mentality. And that means there's always special projects that will always get pushed to the back burner unless there's extra help there. So the STEP program makes those projects a little bit more feasible and achievable. Times like this, summer's ramped up. The consumption levels are higher with our business specifically. Energy levels are higher in the city. And for us to take advantage of that, programs like STEP, they allow us to have the human resources to be able to elevate our business and make sure we're staying on top of the special projects, the big events that come across our desk, we no longer have to say no to. We've got help. So it's really important for us to have a program like this. We used it before. We really hope it comes back and we can use it again.
You bet. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
I'll just finish up here and we'll take questions if there are some.
Sure, yeah.
As you can see, STEP would have been particularly helpful this year for Cold Garden and many other places, like the Stampede, where it's so busy and they're starving for people. STEP would have been a big help. But the UCP canceled that program in 2019. But we have the solution. A solution that to reduce costs for businesses at a time when costs are skyrocketing, that will see more Alberta's students, the next generation of leaders in our province, put down roots, build early skills and networks, and develop long-lasting relationships with employers. That will give businesses and organizations access to the talent they need in a time of labor shortages. One that brings two of our province's best resources together, our small businesses and our remarkable young people, working together to grow and build this great province. It's clear, reinstating STEP would be a serious win for both employers and young people, and an NDP government would guarantee to do just that. Now we're both happy to take questions if you have them.
All right, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Dan. First, we'll start with any questions in person. And with no questions in person, we'll go to questions on the phone. So just a reminder for those joining us on the Zoom platform to use the raise hand function, and for those joining us on phones to use *9 to get into the question queue. And with no questions at this time, we'll wrap today. Thanks, folks.
Have a happy Stampede, everybody.
Thank you so much for watching, and to learn more, check out albertasfuture.ca.